So the only dream I remember barely, very vaguely, that for some reason, I'm in Atlantic City. I'm in Atlantic City, and I think I'm shopping, and I'm at some special store or something. I don't even remember the store, and I'm with my ex-wife. I'm with my ex-wife shopping, and we're at some store, I think, but we have to leave and go back. I think we have to leave and go back home, and so we each have our own car though. So I have my I have an SUV. It's a blue S. I have a blue SUV, and my ex-wife has a blue Tesla. Like I think she had just bought this Tesla. So in the dream, she owns a Tesla, and we're in Atlantic City for some reason. I think we were shopping at some specialty store, and so then we need to go home, and so we leave this store, I think, and We're walking down the street looking for the cars. Like we've parked them somewhere, and I think she can't find her car. She can't remember where it is. So we're walking around looking for it. And so we're walking down the street, and it's like I'm talking to her on the phone, but we're together at the same time. It makes no sense. And then I remember I'm walking down the sidewalk. I get to this, I think I get to this bus stop. So I'm at a bus stop on my phone talking to my ex-wife at this point, and there's this group of bikers, like motorcycle gang type bikers. I think they're like the Hells Angels. They look like the Hells Angels, but I don't know who they are. But they're all at the bus stop waiting for the bus, and it makes no sense. But they're wearing like biker gear, but at the same time they're wearing like almost like BDSM stuff, like they're into BDSM, and it's like later in the day. I think it's a little dark too. I think it's later in the day, and they're looking like I'm kind of like worried in a way, but we're out in the public, and so I'm not like too worried for whatever reason. But there's probably like 10 of them, and they're mostly guys, and it's so weird. So this group is standing at the bus stop, and there's like two women with them, but for some reason the guy has, I think like the leader of this gang, a motorcycle gang, has handcuffed two women, but the women are like with them. It's really weird. It's like he handcuffed them to prevent them from leaving or something like that, because the two women didn't really want to be with them. It's almost like I think I get the feeling that it's like a initiation or some sort of weird like ritual thing. But they're just it's like maybe a group of 10 of them, and they're all wearing like biker gear with BDSM stuff. I don't even know what the BDSM stuff was, but I just know they had some stuff on. They just looked weird. Like they were wearing leather and like some weird like whips and chains and stuff. And they had like weird nipple rings on and things that just look like weird stuff. And they're literally waiting for the bus. And so the one woman I noticed, she's standing like behind the bus. No, she's sitting behind the bus stop, and I notice her hands are cuffed. So I kind of feel like bad for her, and I'm a little worried, but like I don't understand why or what's going on. But I just kind of know in my mind that the guy did this so that she wouldn't like leave or escape. But at the same time, it's like she wants to be there, like voluntarily, like she's still part of the gang. So it made no sense, but there was two of them anyways. There was two women, and like the rest were all guys. And so I'm kind of like standing near them for some reason. I don't even know why I'm there, because I'm not waiting for the bus, and I'm on the phone. So then I just kind of ignore it. Like I see these guys, I'm on my phone, and I leave. And I think my ex-wife shows up, and we leave kind of together, walking towards like different parking lots. And so she sees her car. She finally finds her Tesla. It's like, oh, I parked it over here. I think it was plugged into a charger, and I already knew where my car was, like my SUV. So I get into my car, and she gets into her Tesla, and then we're leaving. And actually, no, no, right before we're leaving, I think we're looking at my phone. I have like Google Maps open, and I'm trying to get directions, and it says that it's gonna take about, I think, 8 hours, 7 or 8 hours of driving to get back home from Atlantic City. And I'm looking at the Google Maps though, and it doesn't look right. Like something just looks off, and I think it's telling me to avoid the highways. It's telling me to take like side roads or something. And I'm like trying to change it in Google Maps so it gives me the right directions. But I'm like struggling to figure it out. But then shortly after, I'm in the car anyway. Suddenly I'm in the car, and I'm driving, and I think I'm talking on the phone with somebody. And I don't think it's my ex-wife anymore. I think I'm just talking to somebody on the phone while I'm driving from Atlantic City to home. And And I just remember it's late and I'm driving down this big street. It's like a main street with kind of like I can see the city skyline around me, and it's just this long, long. I think I have the radio playing too, and I have like this long. It's just this long street. I just know I have to keep driving this. It makes no sense, but I'm like, I realize in the dream that this main street is like the one street that'll take me all the way home if I just stay on it. And I realize like I think it's like Las Vegas at some point too. In my mind, I think I think about Las Vegas, and I say that I'm thinking to myself that, oh, it's good that they make cities like this. They make cities with just one main street, so it's easy to get through the city. Like you don't get lost easily because there's only one main street. And so I'm just driving down this long street. It's like wide, like there's like maybe 3 lanes or 4 lanes on each side. And I'm just like cruising down the road now, and like I got the music playing, and I'm like, oh man, this is gonna take a long time. I just like it's just gonna be a long drive. And I think that's all I remember from that dream sequence. That's all it was. And then I remember also I had a dream where it's a very short dream where I'm with family. I think I'm with my wife's family, and we're sitting at their house, and her brother-in-law calls us on the phone, and the phone's on speakerphone, and somebody's playing the piano. So somebody's playing the piano through the speakerphone, and I realize I think they've like called us so that we can hear them. And I realize I think somebody's holding the phone. There's a few of us there that we're just like kind of huddled up around the table. Some people are like walking around and we're listening. And then I think it's a kid. I think it's my wife's niece or nephew is playing the piano at some kind of like concert hall. It's like a show. What do you call it? Like a rehearsal thing or something, but it's like at a some sort of a function. And it's she's performing by playing the piano, and her family is with her at this location, but we're not there. We're all just at home listening to her on the phone. But I don't realize I think I start talking. A couple of us start talking, and somebody on the other line quickly, they're like, shush, be quiet. Don't you realize like the phone call is active? Like you're on the phone call. We can hear people here can hear you. And we're suddenly embarrassed because we spoke out loud. And it's like I just realized it's a function, like it's some important function that my wife's niece or nephew is playing this piano at, like some fancy thing or something. And somebody cracks a joke or something like that on the phone, and that was it. That was like the whole dream, that we're just sitting that at that house, some house, and listening to a fancy piano playing session thing over the phone. And that was another short little weird dream I had. And then another dream I had was like a work related dream, but I don't remember it. It was already too hazy, but I think we were having some sort of meeting. We're having a meeting at work, and one of my coworkers, who's like a friend of mine, I think he's complaining about something. Like I think it's something like I think they're looking into layoffs, or they want to let some people go. And it's like we have too many employees, like, but there's people there I don't recognize too. And so I think it's like they're debating who to let go. Like I think they need to do cutbacks or something like that, something like to do with cutbacks. And I think the big manager is there too. So there's like a couple higher up bosses or managers or whatever. And I think they're kind of having a meeting, and they're kind of including us into the meeting. It's like we're having a group discussion or meeting about which employees are like worth keeping and not. But it makes no sense because management and like the workers are all together. Like you would never have you would never have a meeting like that in reality, but it's like everyone's together, and I think we're just kind of in this area. I think we're standing around too. It's like we're just standing around some big room, and we're debating each other, but like civilized. I don't like they're not angry, but it's like we're civilized and we're rationally having this big discussion about who should be let go and who should stay. And I think some people are arguing about like seniority, like who's been there longer, and like if you've been there longer, you should stay. And I think somebody else starts arguing about like skills, like oh, it depends how good you are too. If you're a good worker, you should be able to stay. And it's not just about seniority. I think we're kind of working at the same time. Like we're having this meeting, but people are kind of coming and going. And that's the main thing though. The main dream, I barely remember it. I'm already forgetting too much, but it was just like this weird giant group meeting about who should stay and who should not stay and whatever. And I think that's it. That's all I remember from all my dreams.